All right, we're talking about how to batch content for YouTube, and we actually produce dozens of channels where we film 20 episodes in a day. It's a game changer, and I'm going to show you how and why we do that. In the series that I did in December, that was a 22 module course, I covered this topic, but it was from the subject's perspective, like how we prepare, how we have enough energy and stuff like that. Those type of tactics and advantages for filming 20 episodes in a day. Today we're talking about it more from the tactical and videographer side, like the technical things that we do to make this work. Let's start with some simple logistics. To film 20 episodes in a day, we actually do that in batches of 5 spread throughout the day. So we do 5 of them in one location with one shirt or one wardrobe, right? Then we take a small break, we move to a different location, we change our outfit, then we film 5 more. Then we take a break for lunch. It's nothing too long, but just enough to refuel the body, both for the subject and for the videographers. And then we film 5 more in a third location, third outfit, and we take a small break before the 4th and final. So that allows us to film 20. And we're changing the scene. We're changing the outfit to kind of keep variety. We can rotate those. We do that for a couple of reasons. It gives variety on YouTube, but more importantly actually is it gives variety for our clients. They like to have that experience. They like to change their outfits. It makes the process more fun. It allows us to really move along at a quick pace, but it breaks it up into 4 different parts of the day. Now the second thing I want to talk about is a filming checklist. Now I've got an outline here of all my different talking points. I've got, when I'm going to deliver my intro, when I'm going to deliver a mid-video engagement or call to action, what my call to action at the end of the video will be. Okay, all my different talking points. My team on the MacBook Air, we have a checklist. We have a system that we use where we kind of check the boxes. Oh, did they remember to deliver the intro? Did they remember to do the curiosity hooks? How much time of content do we have? Did they deliver a compelling call to action? Did we record a separate clip for the thumbnail, right? So we've got to include all of those things, and we've got to be organized. If we have 20 different episodes, we don't want to miss anything. And it's very common that we'll film things out of order. We might film video 1 and then video 4 because maybe we wanted to film video 2 in a different location. So we're doing things out of order, and as long as you're organized and you have a checklist and you're keeping track, it's actually very possible, we do it all the time, to film 20 episodes in a day and not miss anything. Now, something that I find very helpful is you start and stop the recording devices, so the cameras and the audio devices, you start and stop them more frequently than you'd think. Let me explain it this way. When we organize our files on Dropbox, we're creating a folder for each episode. So if you visualize it that way, that all the video files, all the audio files for episode 1 are going to go into folder number 1. So that means that when you hit record on this audio device that's out of my shot, but the audio device here, the camera, when you hit record, you need to say video 1 at the beginning, because then if you're listening it to later and you're not sure where it goes, you can just hit play and it will say video 1, and you'll know that that goes into folder 1. If you're filming out of sequence and then you hit stop when you're done with video 1 and then you hit record again, even if you're filming video 4, you just say, okay, filming video 4, right? So hit start and stop when you're transitioning from one video to another. Maybe that sounds obvious, but a lot of people don't do that. They'll just keep it rolling, and it just adds extra step and time down the road, because if one of my editing team is ready to edit video 4, they don't have to download other unnecessary assets and try to sort through it. They just have one folder, they grab all those assets, and they can edit that one video at a time. Now, a tip when you're filming all day long is I like to mix in standing and sitting. I've actually done that today. I filmed in 3 different locations today. The first location was standing, the second location was sitting, and I'm wrapping up the day standing again. And I'm feeling pretty tired. I feel like I should be sitting down right now. Some clients will have a high preference toward one or the other. They might want to stand all day long, and that's fine. Some of my clients, they just want to sit all day long, and that's fine too. But there is a higher energy that comes with standing, but it's understandable if you don't want to stand for 8 hours a day. So I recommend mixing it up. I have a gift for you. It's more than just filming a lot of content. It's filming content that will get you results. I mean, the strategy that I teach will help you generate leads for your business. So you'll get a lot of views on YouTube that will generate leads for your business that generates revenue, and it works. And I've put my entire strategy into a book that I want to give to you for free. I've put 2 years of work into writing this book, and now I can give it to you for free if you go to natesyoutubebook.com. If you're willing to pay the shipping cost, then that is my gift to you. I've got Corbin here with me. He's my lead videographer in Florida, and I've got some questions for you. The first one is, what was your first impression when you filmed 20 episodes in a day?
Well, it was an eye-opening experience for sure. It was like nothing I'd ever done before. I've been doing video a long time, a lot of different scenarios, and 20 was, I'll just say it again, eye-opening. It was an eye-opening experience, and on the whole, it was a very positive experience.
Okay, but it was shocking, kind of surprising
Very
that
surprising.
you could do that much?
100%. I did not, when you first contacted us about doing that in that format, I didn't think, are you serious? There has to be some catch here. It's not 20 in a day, but...
But then at the end of filming, or after doing several of them, how did that change?
Absolutely. And it actually informed my decisions for other things about what was possible in a single day. Because before then, I mean, understandably so, people get tired. They don't want to, do that much. But it was we accomplished so much. I think we downloaded 90 gigs that first day. Mm-hmm. That's an incredible amount of footage for such a short period of time.
Okay, so another one. Mm-hmm. Let me know the difference, the contrast between clients who are fully prepared, think of maybe Katie yesterday, and clients who aren't fully prepared and
Absolutely.
They've got to...
So that makes a huge difference for the shoot day. When a client's prepared, they can look down, they can look up, they know what's going on, they understand how they're delivering the content, and they know their own content and the steps that they want to take. When they're not prepared, they have to take a long time to wrap their head around the outline that they have. And I mean, it could be the best outline in the world, but if they're not in that headspace, it takes some extra time, and sometimes that can cause some extra stress during the day.
So stress for you?
The whole thing.
So it's stress for you, and,
right.
And I bet they're feeling a lot more stress.
Yeah, it's less for me. I'm filming either way. I'm trying to help, of course, so it is stressful, but it's stressful for them if they're not prepared, because there's already new lights, new new people, and then to add on top of that, I need to prepare my content. It can add way too much to the day.
So, and just to clarify, yesterday, Katie was very well prepared, and It was her first time filming with us.
Right.
And how would you describe how filming went yesterday?
Oh, it went fantastic. She took direction very well. She already had done her homework about the different, I think you send her training videos and stuff like that. So she had already watched those, and just with a few simple tweaks and critiques, I mean, we had it dialed in by, I think, episode 5. I mean, she was cruising. And
then her attitude at the end of the day was very positive. She
100%.
Said, "I've got high energy right now."
Exactly. She even said that when we were filming. She's like, "I think I'm at higher energy than I was right after lunch." So yeah.
You might have to think for a minute on this one. What are some things that you commonly coach our clients on?
That is an interesting question. I think one of the biggest things is when people first film, they feel like they have to deliver everything all at once. And not everyone, but a lot of clients feel like they have to deliver it from start to finish perfectly. And so it's the biggest coaching thing, one of the biggest things that I have to do is retraining. Nope, look down, deliver a line, look back down, deliver another line. And once that's accepted, it goes so much better, because you don't have to memorize your whole script, and you only have to deliver one thought or one idea at one time.
I'm glad that you emphasize that, because I say that so much, and it's hard for people to accept, especially when they're professional speakers.
Exactly.
And they're used to just memorizing. When they give a keynote, they're delivering the same presentation. They go to another town, so it's like we're doing 20 different videos, and then the next month we're doing 20 different ones.
Right.
So there's
no way you can memorize that much material. I mean, that would be insane. To memorize 8 hours worth of short videos that's impossible. So,
what would you say is the most challenging part of the filming day for you as the videographer, or for the subject, the client?
I think, at least for me personally, maybe staying on task. And I say what I mean when I say that is, it's a personal thing. It's very, sometimes clients are sharing intimate details about their lives and their struggles and their business and all that stuff. And so we build a rapport, we build a relationship, and we have a great time sometimes. And so I'll be asking, we just had someone who is a change coach, which I didn't even know was a thing that existed. And we were just talking about change. And at some point I was like, we've been talking about change for like 10 minutes. We need to like get back on task.
Should have been just recording.
Right, we should have been recording the whole thing the whole time. But yeah, so that would be a difficult part. I mean, just the work involved once we get to the end, although there's some fatigue that sets in, but I mean, that's with anything. So
Fatigue with the marathon, yeah.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Okay, so just one more question.
Okay.
And overall, we kind of talked about Katie and how she felt at the end of 20. What is the feeling, and maybe a few different things that they might be feeling once somebody has filmed 20 episodes in a day, maybe for the first time? Talk about their first time and continuously. What's that feeling?
So for the first timers, which we just had a couple, so that's fresh in my mind, there's like an aha feeling at the end of the day. Like, oh, that's what this is. And it goes, like, the learning curve is steep, but it's quick. By the end of it, they're going, I know what to do, I feel this, I understand, and there's excitement, there's fatigue. But and then with with clients who've been shooting for a while, there's almost just a, let's do this, let's get this business done, and then you get it done, and there's, you know, oh look, we got done 30 minutes or an hour early because they had all their preparations done and they knew what was going on.
So typically our target is to finish around 5 p.m., but I've got some clients that they're I'm shooting for 3:30,
right,
and
exactly.
and they
They
often
right.
do it.
Yeah,
so.
right. It's incredible sometimes. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Of course.
I've got a free gift for you. It's called A Hero's Guide to Influence on YouTube. I'm recording this after the fact because I wanted to have my book in hand to be able to show it to you. I did this in full color, and I've put 2 years of work into this book, and I want to give it to you for free. Now, you got to pay for the costs. So the cost to print this in paperback is $11.15. That's just what the publisher charges, plus shipping. So as long as you'll cover the costs, I don't need to make a penny on this. I want to get this in your hands. This is my gift to you, A Hero's Guide to Influence on YouTube.